Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Tapping Tuesday video. I'm so excited. Every passing Tuesday, I look forward to this more and more. And, it's something that we get to come together and do. And I hear from so many of you individually, whether, you come here in the group and you kind of comment or you mention and share this video out with someone that you think could really benefit from it, or you reach out and you just reach out to me privately. That's usually what people do. But anyways, my name is Chantel, and I own a wellness studio called A Beautiful Surprise, where I teach Pilates and EFT tapping for manifestation, which is what we're going to do today. And I teach so many other modalities, which really brings the whole heart, mind, ego, soul, everything together. And it's something that I've been doing for several years. And I'm the person that walks the walk. I'm the person that's been through it all before I actually dive deeper and to understand why stuff happened in order to understand how we can move forward into what it is that we're wanting to create in our life, whether it's in your body, your bank account, your confidence, your conviction, your relationships, whatever it might be. There's something underlying everything that we're doing in life, and that's the subconscious. And it's something that we're so familiar with, right? We understand what that is. We understand that the subconscious is like the iceberg under the surface, and we only see the tip of what's actually going on. But what's really ruling your life, it's ruling every single decision you ever make, whether conscious or not. It's the subconscious. It's the way that the brain integrated and created neural pathways. And so today we're going to do what's called a global tapping session, where we come in and we're going to tap on the meridian points, aka the energy points in our bodies. And by tapping on them, they're mapped out throughout our entire body. By tapping on them, we can release the nervous system. We can move out of fight flight and go into rest repose. So if you are a person that always wonders, why do I have these big plans for myself? Why do I even write affirmations, say affirmations, but they never actually come true? It's probably because the subconscious is overruling what you're seeing on the surface. It's not probably, it's 100% the reason why. And so when we tap on what is innately given to us within our bodies, where we use, if you've ever had acupuncture, acupressure, we're literally tapping on those same energy points, only without using needles. We're using the tips of our fingers. We already possess everything we need to completely heal ourselves and create the life of our dreams. Deep breath. All right. So I would love if you're just joining me to let me know you're here so I can shout you out and send some love. And even if you're watching this on the replay, same thing. And if you want to mention, share this video out to anyone else, I encourage you to do so. This is why I do a global tapping video, so that you can come in and follow along if you're not doing private sessions with me. When we do private, we can really dive deep into your personal subconscious and to uproot what's going on, what's playing, and what is running the show in your life, right? You can have all of the systems, all of the procedures, all of the life coaches that you want in life. And if you have all of those things and you're wondering, why does it never work out for me? This is why subconscious is overruling everything else that's going on. So, hi, Michelle. How are you? I hope you get to tap with me today. All right. Thanks for saying hi. So let's go ahead and start our tapping session. The topic for today is that, I don't have it officially in front of me, but I said something along the lines of, I completely release my past in order to receive my future, right? And we know this from a very, of course, right? Cognitive, the word I'm trying to say, cognitive kind of way. Yeah, of course I need to release my past in order to create my future. We get it, but we don't get it. And that's really the energy of today. Today is a sixth energy day that we're all experiencing universally. And the six to me is all about karma. It's all about coming in. And it's to me, but it's also what's encoded in the number. And karma really is so for our benefit. Karma comes back in and it shows us where we have been, where our mind has been, where our heart has been, and it hands it to us on a silver platter or on a golden platter and says, here it is. This is what you are desiring. This is what you're manifesting. This is what you are meant to have, do, and be in life. And that shows up sometimes as a job loss, as a partner leaving, as all sorts of things that might feel like they are crumbling around me. And it's a perception that we've created somewhere along the lines when we were very young that's not true. This is really the way of us desiring something more, and then the universe hearing that and being like, "Oh, okay. Well, if you really desire to fully step into this new career that you're wanting to create for yourself, then of course you have to get fired from the one that you're currently at." That's the idea, to get to that point where you completely trust and understand and know that the red carpet of the universe is being unfolded in front of you consistently and constantly, because you are the one creating your life. You are the one that has, on a moment by moment basis, the ability to choose for yourself what it is that you want to create for your life, right? I love that saying that the universe has your back. But here's the kicker. Here's the rub. You got to have your back first. And some people might not really fully understand what that means. So let's go ahead and tap. Maybe you can have one thing in mind right now. Maybe it's a person or an experience or a job or even a career, something you've been doing for a really long time that feels like, I think that I have to do this. I've been doing this. And at the end of that is what I'm really desiring. And I'm just going to invite you to maybe question if that's true. All right. Have something in mind that you are willing to release if it means fully receiving what it is that you want to create in your future. All right. Hi, Gabby. Thanks for joining me as well. All right, everyone. As long as you're in a safe place to do so, I invite you to close your eyes and just get a little bit more comfortable. Maybe pick your shoulders up, roll them back, pick your heart up a little bit higher towards the sky, and take a deep inhale. And then exhale. We'll do 2 more deep breaths together. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And then one more time, deep inhale through the nose. This time, pick your shoulders all the way up as if you're going to touch your earlobes. And then when you exhale out your mouth, completely just drop the shoulders. Just like let them go. Let the weight of the world just fall off your shoulders. All right. We're going to go ahead and start to tap right on the side of the hand. And just like Simon says, you're going to go ahead and repeat after me. You're tapping firmly but gently, right? It's a very, very obvious tap. And if you know the points, you can go ahead and keep your eyes closed. And say, even though I want to fully release my past, but I don't know how, I love and accept myself anyways. Even though I don't know how to let go of the people and the jobs and the experiences that I thought I was supposed to have, I love and accept who I am innately anyways. Even though there's a little bit of fear around fully letting go of what I thought my life should be, I'm open to the idea that what's in store for me is something so much greater than I could even fathom right now. All right, here we go. Top of the head. I wonder if by releasing my past, eyebrow point, I could experience this greater future that I'm not even being able to fathom right now. Side of the eye. I wonder if that's possible. Underneath the eyes. But as much as I'm wondering and curious if that's possible, underneath the nose, there's still a part of me that's afraid. Underneath the mouth, there's still a little part of me that's afraid of doing the wrong thing, of making the wrong choice. Collarbone point. And I've been holding on to this fear in my body, underneath the arms, and it's shown up as tightness in my shoulders, underneath the chest. It's shown up as menstrual cramps, wrist point. It's shown up as migraines and all sorts of aches and pains throughout my body, top of the head. And I've blamed them on other things for long enough. Eyebrow point. And honestly, I'm really sick of it. Side of the eye. I am so sick of the same cycles. Underneath the eyes and never getting anywhere. Underneath the nose. Honestly, I'm sick of abandoning myself. Underneath the mouth. Because that's what I do when I give up. It's an abandonment of myself. Collarbone point. When I choose the way that someone else feels over me, underneath the arms. When I choose the idea that someone else has for my life, underneath the chest, over my own idea. Wrist point. I abandon myself. Let's go to the top of the head. Whenever something happens that I perceive as negative, eyebrow point, like getting fired by a boss or a client, side of the eye, like a partner leaving me, underneath the eyes. And I feel bad about it, underneath the nose. Like, what did I do wrong that they don't want me? Underneath the mouth, that's abandoning myself. Collarbone point. And I might just be realizing this for the first time. Underneath the arms. But what I'm not realizing is that I am sick of that cycle. Underneath the chest. I am so ready for something new. I am ready to release all of the aches and pains in my body. Wrist point. Because maybe abandoning myself is not only the root to all of this physical body pain, but the root as to why I haven't manifested the life of my dreams. Deep breath. Okay. So again, if you're new to tapping with me, we always do that first round where we do the venting phase where we speak closer to what probably is going on in your subconscious. Again, if you do private sessions with me, we speak directly to your subconscious. There's a process that I do in order to find the words that are going on. But really, this is global, and this is so the overarching theme that's happened in so many of our lives where we were raised maybe to believe or to be in service, right? To always give, to be silent, to be quiet, to be seen, to not be heard. And it's so just like, it's just ingrained and it's been programmed in us that it feels selfish at first to really say, no, I show up for me. I choose me first and foremost over my partner, over my children. I can feel some of you going, "Yeek, how is that even possible?" It's possible. And not only is it possible, but it's actually what we're here for. We are here to take care of ourselves first. And just by default, just by doing so, that moves out into those that are closest to us. It moves out to our partners. It moves out to our children. It moves out into our communities and eventually into the universe, because the universe is a mirror back into us, right? It takes care of itself first. It takes care of everyone next, and then the individual. It is truly what we are destined to do, be, and have. If you have that deep knowing, that inner just desire within you, you are meant to have it. What you desire desires you. This is where that saying comes from. And so, like, just like let that venting phase, like let it go, take a deep breath, wiggle around, whatever you need to do. Take another deep breath. We're going to go into a second round here. I'm reading some of your comments here. Hey, Mocha. This is a juicy one. Yeah, very, very juicy. Hey, Ellie, how are you? Rossiter to me, so Ellie is a Rossiter coach, and I'm a Rossiter coach as well. And Rossiter to me is like the physical part of EFT tapping. It's like I could go down such a rabbit hole with this, but yeah, sometimes we have to be cheerleaders for everyone but ourselves, right? But do we? No. Sometimes we've been told that we have to, we have been cheerleaders for everyone else. I just reread that. We have been cheerleaders for everyone else but ourselves, right? I always like one of my favorite things to do is to bring clients in and to tell me like all about their amazing friend, and then just flip it. That's you. What you see in others is a direct reflection. It's a mirror back into you. And so this might be a little gut check for you right now if you're seeing some really negative things about people. And this was a gut check for me as well. Like when I think about some people that have come into my life, they're just direct mirrors or reflections as to what I'm seeing in myself. Thank goodness we have them when we get to reflect back. And so we could dive deep into that. But let's go ahead, and I just want to show these other comments on here. Hi, everyone. All right. Let me know how this is resonating for you as well. So we're going to go ahead and go into our second round here. And here's where we start to bridge the two together, where we vent. And then on the last round, I'm going to take you through a really fun visualization that I just channeled just before coming here live. Okay, here we go. Side of the hand. Deep breath. Good job. And feel free to close your eyes if you'd like. You can keep them open. And say, even though I am so sick of repeating my past, and I know that I want to do, be, and have more, there's still a little part of me that doubts that it's possible. And I love and accept that little part of me now. Even though I want massive change, expansion, and growth in my life, for some reason, I'm a little hesitant. Notice what's coming up for you there. What did the subconscious throw forward? Where are you hesitant? Just notice it. And I love and accept this part of me now. Even though I have abandoned my dreams by choosing other people's wishes and feelings over mine. I am open to completely changing that cycle today. And choosing me first and foremost from now on. Let's go to the top of the head. Can I really just choose? Eyebrow point. Can I really just choose and that will change everything? Side of the eye. Can I really just choose to fulfill my desires first? Underneath the eyes. Instead of always people pleasing. Underneath the nose. I guess I did make a choice and decision at one point in my life. Underneath the mouth. Decisions like when people and experiences left my life that perhaps it was because something I did. Collarbone point. So maybe I could just decide that it's my time now. Underneath the arms. Maybe I could choose to decide that when people and experiences change, underneath the chest, that I'm better off. And that feels good to decide. Let's go to the wrist point. Maybe as I choose me, maybe the universe is moving out of the way. Mm. Everything that I no longer need in order to grow and expand in my life. Let's go to the top of the head. I could choose. Eyebrow point. I could make a new decision to choose. Side of the eye. I really think that I could make a new decision right now, underneath the eyes, to choose me first and foremost, underneath the nose, that my wishes, my dreams, and my desires, underneath the mouth, are so much greater than anybody else's opinions. Collarbone point, that have held me back thus far. All right, take a deep breath there. Let that wash over you. One thing that's scientifically found also, as we tap on these meridian points in our bodies, it physiologically changes us. And so the heart rate slows, the amygdala in your brain literally moves into rest repose. And when that happens, the subconscious will throw forward memories. And those memories are there for you to just realize that it's ready to be cleared out. And so it's really interesting to just kind of notice, like when you're saying different things, what thought process, what color, what scent, what person, what memory just kind of it comes to the forefront. And you might think, I haven't even thought of that in decades. And it's really just like coming forward to be released off. I always think of like creamy, like cream to the crop, like coming up to the surface, and then you just get to like wipe it out. You just get to know that you see it, it's recognized, and it can no longer live in the subconscious and cause the pain that it has caused because it's now seen, it's breathing, and it gets wiped away. And so we're going to go into this last round here where we go into a visualization. This is my favorite round where we get to go, we've done the Brit or we've done the venting and the bridging, and now we really step into what are the affirmations, right? Everything that you might be saying. And if you've skipped to this part your whole life, just know that come back to that venting, come back to the bridge, do the steps in order to get here. All right, here we go. Top of the head. In order to fully receive my future, eyebrow point, I accept what might fall away. Side of the eye. This might be people. This might be my career. This might be life as I know it. Underneath the eyes. But I am willing to let that go. Underneath the nose. For the first time in my life, I am so willing to let all of that go. Underneath the mouth. Because I know what's in store for me. Collarbone point is so much greater than I could have ever fathomed right now. Underneath the arms, because I know and I trust in the universe and that it has my back. Underneath the chest, only if I have mine first. Let's go to the wrist point. I have spent long enough looking for others to validate me, and hence abandoning myself. Top of the head. And while I completely give myself permission to forgive myself for that, eyebrow point, I also know today, side of the eye, starts a brand new cycle. Underneath the eyes, because I have incredible plans for my future. Underneath the nose, plans for what my body and my bank account will look like. Underneath the mouth, plans for what my confidence and my conviction will feel like. Collarbone point, and plans for who I will allow in my energetic and physical space. Underneath the arms, because I am a fucking catch. Underneath the chest, anyone blessed to be in my presence, they will know it. Wrist point, but most importantly, I will know it. One more round, top of the head. I allow my past to be. Eyebrow point, I choose to move full speed ahead into my future. Side of the eye, into the unknown and the unbeaten path. Underneath the eyes, because only I will travel it. Underneath the nose, because it's my destiny. All right, we're gonna go into visualization right here. So close your eyes if they're not already. We're gonna go to the side of the nail beds. Feel free to place your hands down into your lap. I'm gonna keep my fingers in the camera's view just in case someone has never done this before, but you just tap right on the side of the nail bed. Take a deep breath. And I want you to envision standing on two stepping stones. Notice the color and the texture of them. Below the stepping stones is a dirt path. And I want you to look in front of you, down on the ground, and notice that there are no stepping stones. They're the two that you're standing on, and then they just end. Now I want you to turn behind you, and in your mind's eye, I want you to see all of the stepping stones, all laid out. And you recognize every step. It's part of your past. And you begin to realize that every time you've taken a step back into what's known, into what feels safe, you've come back here to these two stones that you're standing on. I want you to take a leap of faith right now. And in your mind's eye, you're going to pick up your right foot. And as you pick up your foot and it's mid-air, start to move that foot forward through space. And as you do, a stepping stone appears in front of you. Go ahead and step on it. Now pick up your left foot. And as you move it forward through space, and it's midair, stepping stone appears in front of you. You step on it. And keep repeating that process. And notice that the stone only appears after your foot has left the stone that it was previously on. And that this is the unknown of your future. That you can't possibly create this brand new, brighter, bigger, better future that you have planned, that you desire, unless you're willing to step into the unknown, to do something you've never done before, to pick up the foot first and then trust the next step will be shown to you. I want you to consider you could walk back into the painful past where the stones are all laid out and it's safe and you know what to expect. I want you to look forward and continue to walk. Feel free to run. Feel free to sprint forward. And just solidify right now, anchor in your body that you have chosen to move forward. That even though the past feels safe, it's no longer part of what you are creating in your future. Keep stepping, keep stepping, keep stepping. And the stones appear. And the stones get brighter and they get bolder and they get more alive. They get deeper, they get richer, they get fuller. And you just keep stepping. You just keep trusting yourself. I want you to continue to move in your mind's eye forward and forward and forward. And from here, place hand over hand and your hands on your heart and anchor in your body right now a little bit deeper that this is who you are. You're the person that takes the risks. They're uncalculated. They're unknowing. They're unbeaten. Only you are creating your future. You're not looking side to side to someone else's stone to step on. You've done that. You pick up your foot and your stone appears before you. Only you have your destiny. It's yours. And with this newfound excitement for your life and the creation, this revelation that you now have, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, start to come back into your body. Take a deep breath. You can slowly open your eyes. It's one of my favorite visualizations, and I remind myself all the time. For me, it's lily pads stepping, and they only appear one after the other after I've picked up my foot and been willing to leave the one that I'm standing on, the safety net. I'm willing to leave it as I step. And so whatever it might be for you, the stepping stones, you can use my lily pads and know and trust. All right. I love you all. I will see you next Tuesday for our next tapping session. All right. Have an amazing day, everyone.